Good afternoon, Barstow, and welcome to BTVN. I'm Michael Yegan, and today we have a packed show.
What's up, Barstow? I'm Erin Pryor, and I'm going to be talking about what Halloween will look like this year. First of all, each grade 6 through 11 will be in charge of decorating a table, which will be used in our Halloween parade. Any student who wants to decorate their grade's table can do so on Monday and Tuesday, the 26th and 27th at lunch. Middle school tables will be near the basketball court, and upper school tables will be under the tent by the senior circle. Second, since Halloween falls on the Saturday after conferences, Barstow will celebrate it on Wednesday the 28th. You are welcome to wear a costume on the 28th, but you still need to wear a proper mask. Also, you are not allowed to have fake blood, fake weapons, or head coverings as part of your costume. On that afternoon, from 2 o'clock to 2:30, lower school students will have a parade around the school. Seniors, you can leave early from your class at 2 o'clock so you can go to the varsity gym and form a path for the lower schoolers to walk through. Also on the 28th, BPA will be serving cookies during our last break. Middle school students head to the basketball court, and upper school students, you can go to the tent by the senior circle. Lastly, the fun and super important Halloween tradition of trick-or-treating will definitely look different this year. But no matter what you do, remember to wear a mask and social distance. The masks should be your normal cloth mask. Any covering that comes with your costume is not protective enough. The CDC put out a list of low-risk, moderate-risk, and high-risk Halloween activities. Low-risk activities include pumpkin carving, having a Halloween movie night with your family, or decorating your house for Halloween and admiring others' decorations from a distance. Moderate-risk activities include making goodie bags and putting them on your driveway for people to take, and if you do this, you need to wash your hands before and after you make the bags. Also moderate risk are outdoor activities with other people, such as a costume party, a parade, movie night, pumpkin patch, or haunted house. You will need to be 6 feet apart from others, and if your activity is scary and you anticipate people will scream, you should be even more than 6 feet apart from others. Finally, make sure to avoid the high-risk activities. Traditional trick-or-treating is one of these, and this means going door-to-door asking for candy or handing out candy. Also avoid indoor costume parties or haunted houses. If you have any more questions, I encourage you to check out the CDC's guidelines, which you can find with a simple Google search.
To continue with Halloween news, there will be a school-wide pumpkin carving contest. There will be 6 categories, including Best in Lower School, Middle School, High School, Faculty, Staff, and Best Overall. Each of these winners will receive prizes and a reward. To participate, bring your carved pumpkin to school or submit a picture to tara.lintel@barstowschool.org anytime between October 26th to October 28th.
BTVN is creating short films based on 2-sentence horror stories for our Halloween episode. Anyone can write their own horror story in 2 sentences and send it to us at btvn@barstowschool.org by Friday. Certainly make them scary, but also make sure they are appropriate for our K-12 school community. Well, that's the end of the Halloween announcements, and I'm really hoping we can still enjoy it this year. I'm always excited for Halloween because it's a chance to eat lots of Milky Way candy bars or maybe some Skittles. How about you, Michael? What's your favorite candy?
I really like Kit Kats, so I'm looking forward to that. Moving on, let's check out this piece Solomon made about Dr. Neerman.
As much as possible, treat everybody as though they are having their worst possible day. It forces you to be kind, it forces you to treat people with dignity, it forces you to treat people with respect, and those are things that, in the end, almost always lead to a productive relationship. And you haven't done it through manipulation, you haven't done it through any underhanded means. I have found that that's the best way to get along. My parents were really influential when I was growing up. My dad was a fantastic model for me, but I'm sure like most young people, I didn't realize how cool my dad was till I got quite a bit older. he was always calm. And the older I get, the more I'm impressed with that ability. And it's a lesson that has always stuck with me. There is this firm conviction that I grew up with, and I get it directly from my parents, that the world can be a better place, and we can make it a better place if we work hard enough on the problems that we're facing, and if we can go about it in the spirit of kindness, in the spirit of mutual cooperation, we can tackle just about anything that comes along. Growing up, school was always really important, and it's because I had two teachers for parents. And the idea of working in a school and continuing to study and read and learn, and then also be an influence in my community, sounded really appealing to me. And I always thought that if I could be an adult who cared about what happened, maybe I could make sure that those kids would have some of the same opportunities I did. So that was why I became a teacher. And once I became a teacher, I always thought that it would be beneficial, I would be a better teacher if I could learn as much about the subject area I was teaching as I possibly could, in a subject area that I really liked and in a subject area that I think has real value to teach to other people. I wanted to know how we ended up where we are, and I figured the best way to figure out how we got to where we are is to study the historical past. As a historian, you can look at social conditions, and you can look at human nature, and you can get an idea about how people will behave in a certain situation. And so that's why I always think history is, I like to call it, the mother of all disciplines. If you can understand history, you can understand why human beings do what we do. It's the best way to understand how we can live together in a way that creates as much opportunity for all of us. I feel fortunate that I get to choose what I want to do for a living, and I choose to work at a school because I firmly believe that in a school we get to do so many fantastic things that change the world. We get to open up the world of ideas to young people. We get to explore the world of ideas on a regular basis. We get to talk with interesting colleagues. We get to model what it means to be a learner your entire life. But most of all, I do what I do because I firmly believe that working in a school allows you to affect positive change in the world. You get to make the world a better place.
To start off with announcements, the counselors have arranged an in-person counselor meetup. This meeting will address depression, anxiety, and self-esteem and will be in the auditorium.
On Thursday, robotics is having a virtual meeting from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Lower School is having a supply pickup on Friday from 11 to 2.
On January 23, 2021, Upper School Student Council and Global Education Club members will engage in the Global Leadership Link Hong Kong 2021 Series 1 online conference. This event will give students an alternative views on current worldwide problems and solutions, including learning during a pandemic. If you would like to participate, then reach out to Mrs. Blashley by the end of the day.
The cast of the Upper School musical Zombie Prom has been hard at work rehearsing for their show. They have adapted to the circumstances with virtual rehearsals as well as in-person rehearsals with social distancing. Since we cannot watch it in the auditorium this year due to COVID, the scenes will be recorded and edited together by Friday, October 30th. Tickets will be available soon.
The Advancement Office is offering special packages to go with the musical, which include zombie cocktails in glass for two, a charcuterie board from La Bodega, blue chip cookies, and a zombie prom bag. You will also have access to an exclusive Zoom meet and greet. A package costs $125, with $50 benefiting Barstow. There are 24 left, and you can buy it from the link in the Week in Review email.
You know, the debate team has also had to adapt to these new circumstances, and recently they participated in a virtual tournament. Let's check out Jordy's piece on the debate team.
Debate has fully shifted to an online platform. It started with camps over the summer, and now all of our tournaments are on Zoom.
So as far as some of the negative effects of coronavirus, one of the things that is a bit of a bummer is that we can't all hang out together at debate tournaments. The social aspect of debate is one of the things that our students really value.
Major thing that makes debate lots of fun is seeing your friends at tournaments but we can't really do that now since, you know, not everyone can't be in like the same spot.
It was really fun going to the drive to tournaments, like staying in hotel rooms with your friends, and that was all taken away, and it becomes purely competitive and less social.
So some positive effects of coronavirus on debate are that we no longer have as many travel restrictions, so we can go to more tournaments, because normally money isn't the only thing typically limiting us, but the fact that a lot of tournaments are in places like California and New York. Now we can go to those because they are hosted via Zoom.
I think that debate will change in that there'll be an online presence permanently. And one of the reasons is reduced travel costs. The other is that you can have many more people enter an online tournament because space is no longer a limiting factor. So I think this could actually be a big improvement for debate and allow kind of like a new hybrid model in the future.
I'm just really proud of this team and what we have done this far and how resilient we're being, and yeah, go Knights.
Well, I'm glad that the debate team still gets to compete this year. Speaking of debates, the final presidential debate will be on tonight from 8 to 9:30.
The Chiefs have a game this upcoming Sunday against the Denver Broncos. This game will take place in Denver at 3:25 p.m. Along the line of Chiefs news, Patrick Mahomes and his fiancée recently announced that they are expecting a girl.
Finally, congratulations to our middle school student council representatives for the fall. Well, that's all we have for you today. I'm Erin.
And I'm Michael. Have a great afternoon, Barstow.